Good morning guys, it is Friday, May 4th and we are in a different home. As you can see, the view from the van is different. So we are at Jordi's parents' place and we will be staying here for a few days to finish the final bits for the van and to wait until we can leave the country with Venus, as she just had her shots for rabies, so we have to wait for a while. So yesterday the van was fully packed and we didn't show you that because it was chaos. It was completely full. But as you can see, there are some things in the van now, and the herbs and spices also have a place. It's still just a mess because we just put them in there quickly, but yeah. Dish soap in the sink. We have the cutlery drawer there. Yeah, that's just a mess. That's just from when we were driving here. Today we will be treating some rust on the outside of the van. Some of the doors have some rust, so I'll be working on that. And some of the major things that we still have to do include fixing the leakage and working on the flue pipes, and well, some other stuff as well. We do not yet know what we'll be doing today, but yeah, I will show you guys around a bit because we have a garage to work in now. In the back of Jordi's parents' garden. So here it is. Just as we exit the van, here we have a garage. Meaning that we don't have to walk downstairs all the way out of the apartment, out of the flat, and all the way across the parking lot. No, we can just step out and step in, which is perfect. So this is where part of our stuff is. That's part of the footrest on the sofa, and then we have the entire delivery for the flue pipes here and there, and those wooden crates and some other wood that we brought. Well, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff, and I think this is half of it. Other half is upstairs in the room in which we were staying, so you guys can imagine how full our van was. It was completely jam-packed. Even the dog crate was filled. We had the dogs in the front of the van because the dog crate was completely full. Jordi is currently fixing a cable into place that will be connected to the water pump, but that's all the way in the back, so Jordi had to lay down on the floor to do that. So this is how the water tank slides back into place. You just have to slide it across this floor, in that corner, and back up there. That works perfectly. I just finished sanding down, cleaning, and adding primer to all of the rust on the exterior of the van. Not too interesting to show you guys. It's just some spots that had lack of paint, so I sanded it down a little bit, cleaned it all, cleaned it again with some alcohol, and then I added the Brunox. But now I thought, while they are still working in the van, I'd work on the curtains, because I had this idea of something that I wanted to create, magnetic curtains that could be fully removed, and I'm now just trying to work it out. Now the windows in our van are about 65 by 65 centimeters, and then we have a border around it from the door, and I'm thinking I'm going to make curtains that are 70 by 70 centimeters, so that is around 2 1/3 or 2.5 foot. And I will have a magnet in each corner so that we can fully remove the entire curtain if we want to, and put it back in place, but we can also have it attached at the top and then scoot one of the magnets upwards so that we can have a third or half of it open if we want to. And that also means that they are very easy to store and that we don't have any curtains hanging in the van if we do not want to. We can just stack them easily and put them in a cupboard. So that's the plan. I'm just not too sure how I'm going to connect the fabric to each other, because we have these small bands that we had from making curtains in our old apartment that you can moisten and that you can then iron into place. But I do not know if I have enough, so I might need more. Not too sure, but I think I'm going to start on this one, at least cut 2 of the curtains to size, and then we can see how we're going to fix it together. So a few weeks ago on the market I bought some cotton, and this is 6 meters of gray cotton, which is 1.5 meters in width. So for now it's just time to cut it to size, and since we have 150 in length, this is 75, so that is perfect. I can just fold these edges in and that will make a square of 70 very easily. I just have to cut it to around 75 centimeters and then work my way from there. It's now 9 o'clock already, and I thought I'd share with you what Jordi has been up to, as he has been working on the electrics the entire day. So here at the back of the van is the spot where the cables connect to either the solar panels, the solar charger, the distribution board, or the batteries. And most cables run up from the front through the wall and exit here, and they go in the direction in which they have to go. Now here's our distribution board, and we shared that with you in a previous video, and we will do an updated version of how it all connects and how it works eventually when it's all done. But today Jordi installed all of the devices, all appliances. They have all been connected to either the distribution board or the solar charger, and he even worked on the plug sockets and light switches. Those are finished as well. And now all we have to do is wire up these batteries to each other and to the solar charger and to whichever way they have to be connected, and then all of the electrics is done. It's still a mess here a little bit, but that will be completely covered in a small cupboard, so that's all safe in one place and that we can't really touch it unless we have to. The batteries will also be covered with a shelf that you have seen prior, and those plug sockets and light switches will be included in that tiny frame with the wood that I shared earlier. So these cables will have to be disconnected to run through the back of that cabinet, but other than that, that's finished as well. We're very happy that this is now done because it was quite difficult. As you see, Jordi has been working on it the entire day, from early in the morning until dinner time, which was at 8 o'clock. So that was very long, so happy that it's done now. Another thing that has to be installed is the inverter, so that will probably also be done tomorrow, and tomorrow I will show you more of all of this. And today we also put the mattresses on the bed just to check how it works, and the sofa is amazing. I can perfectly fit, but Jordi's head touches the ceiling, and that's because the slatted base end up a bit higher than we wanted to, because these beams are the only ones that they had at the store, and we could have used ones that were a little bit more flat, so that these slats would also have been lower and a little bit more flat with this surface. But since this is now higher, the mattress is higher as well, and that's why Jordi's head touches the ceiling. But we both sat down, Jordi on that end and I here, and for me this height is actually perfect for my legs, to have them, well, a little bit at a large angle, but I like that. Easy to stretch my legs, and for Jordi that angle is perfect as well. So now we have a massive sofa that could easily sit 4 or 5 people, but it's very comfortable as well, so I'm very happy with that. And yeah, that was it for today. The part of the curtains didn't really work out yet. It will be very difficult to put that iron in place or use a sewing machine with that magnet in the corner. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that, and I think that I will probably have to do those corners by hand and sew them. We'll think about that tonight. But that's it. I hope that you liked the video again, and yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow, and hope that tomorrow we'll do even more than this. And yeah. The van is slowly getting there. See you again tomorrow, guys. Good night.